I was told to find my own type of people by the only person I used to call my friend. Within a few seconds, I was made to feel that I don't belong to this society. That was the first time I felt existential crisis without even knowing what it means. But today I'm very confident, and if I have to tell that one incident that changed my perspective. Hi guys, my name is Anmol Arora, and today I am here to tell you my story about how I turned my vitiligo as vitiligo. I didn't even know how to spell discrimination when I first felt it. As a 6-year-old girl, a very normal school-going girl, my world revolved merely around my family and my own self. But this world was intruded by a demon, and the demon was called vitiligo. In case you don't know what vitiligo is an autoimmune skin condition which depigments the skin due to lack of melanin. And on the outer looking, it leaves white patches which are not really pleasing to the eye. I got my first white patch on my eyelid, and that created a sense of panic at my home. Doctor visits and medicines became my routine, giving no positive outcome. Instead of getting cured, my vitiligo was spreading. I started getting patches on my arms, my legs, my face, my neck. I started to look different. But the 6-year-old me couldn't realize that why am I being mocked at? Why am I being looked at? Why am I being victimized? I still remember at any religious place, my mother used to say me to ask for my recovery. Without even understanding what recovery is being talked about, I used to follow my mother's words. But back in my mind, all that was flowing was, what recovery? I am alright, able to walk, talk, see, hear, or do everything that I saw other people doing. Poor me. I didn't realize that the difference in me is creating me abnormal. I had no friends in school. Nobody to talk to, nobody to share my lunch with, nobody to sit with. I was that underconfident kid who never used to take part in any co-curricular activities or be on stage. I used to come to my mother and cry and complain about how I want to be on stage and my teachers are not allowing me for that. My mother once went to my school also and complained about it, but the teachers said that they only want good-looking students on stage. Along with me, my parents were suffering too, listening to people's taunts, suggestions, advices and whatnot. It was not easy for them. But still, ignoring all of this, they left no stone unturned in trying to find the best cure. Swinging from one doctor to another, one town to another. They only got failure. Their efforts were increasing with each passing day. But so was vitiligo. My life felt like an endless series of hospital visits giving no positive outcome. I remember this one time, one distant relative complaining to my grandparents about how the entire monthly income of my father is wasted on my treatments. Yes, the little girl in me was made to feel that I am a burden on my own parents. Senior school was even hard for me. At the time when I should have been acquainted with dating culture, I was struggling with my own skin. At the age when I didn't even know what love means, I surely knew what hating my body meant and felt. But if you think it was only looks I had to struggle with, you are very wrong. With every new treatment came another chart of do's and don'ts. Name any bitter thing, be it herbal leaves, cow urine or any kada. I've had it all in the hope to get the color of my skin back. But nothing seemed to work. But you know what? These do's were much easier than the don'ts. As a young child, I was constrained to eat so many things. Milk, rice, potatoes, mangoes, grapes, and all the sour things were a taboo for me. Can you believe? I didn't have golgappe my entire childhood because I was not allowed to. To lose color is to be a dull reflection of your former self. In every aspect, be it looks, strength, courage or whatever it is. Vitiligo not only depigmented my skin, but also my self-love and self-esteem. You know, people with vitiligo or any other autoimmune disease or disorder often feel this tremendous guilt of being into the state. I remember I used to feel the same. I used to curse my system for being the way I was. Why did it occur? Why did it spread? These major questions with no answers used to run through my mind all the time. I used to wonder, why am I not able to handle my emotions? That guilt of not being able to deal with stress or not doing enough yoga. Because I read somewhere that these might be the causes of occurring and spreading of vitiligo. I used to sabotage myself for not being good enough. So this one time I remember last year I went to an interview. It was a planned interview. We also had some telephonic rounds. And when I went and showed up there, they were like, you perfectly fit for the job, but you have vitiligo and you have to deal with junior kids. And we don't think that kids will be comfortable. So we're really sorry, but we cannot have you. That thing triggered me because I feel we need to teach young kids that what it is and how it is normal. We cannot let them be away from it. However, I didn't show that, I got hurt and whatever. I just said, I am sorry, but I don't want to work with you. And I went. But I felt that even in 2021, we are facing this. We all know that discrimination started with racism, but only people with vitiligo know that it still prevails with them. But today I'm very confident, and if I have to tell that one incident that changed my perspective and motivated me to be strong, then it has to be something that happened 6 years ago. I was in the first year of my college and I went to Bangla Sahib Gurudwara, and there one lady just pushed me and made me fall. What was my mistake? I mistakenly stepped on her foot. She accused me of transferring my disease to her via some black magic or something. The literal fall was hard, but the metaphorical fall was even harder. I fell from my standards, I fell from my faith, and I fell from my belief. For a lot of days, I was contemplating that why I was made to feel terrible at the place I should have been given hope. But a few days later, I just realized that maybe that lady isn't educated enough to know that vitiligo is normal and it is not contagious. And there are a lot of people having this mentality. And as a person with vitiligo, and as a person who has education and a little more information about it, I felt that it is my duty. It is my responsibility to tell others about it. The color of our skin is dependent on the melanin in our body. Some people have high melanin and they have beautifully dark complexion. Some people have low melanin and they have subtly fair complexion. And some people have uneven melanin and they are artistically vitiligo glowing. I want to normalize it this way. So with this thought and with this confidence, I was living my life being a teacher, being a content writer and being a spoken word artist. Yes, I'm a spoken word artist today. I was not allowed to be on stage in my entire school life, but after my school, during my college and after that, I embraced my craft on poetry and today I'm a spoken word artist, a poet and a storyteller. I always wanted to be an air hostess during my childhood, but somebody told me that you have these scars and they won't be allowed there, so you can't be that air hostess. So after listening to this, I could not even dare to dream of being an actor. But a few months back, I got a call that they need a person with vitiligo to shoot for a web series. And they think I perfectly fit the role. I gave the audition, I made it, we shot for a few months and I recently completed the shoot and the series might be live later this year. It's a very small role but we need to start somewhere. I researched a lot, we have a lot of vitiligo models but probably I'll be the first one to be vitiligo actress. And all of this happened because I held confidence in me. I embraced myself, I accepted myself the way I am. I'm not exaggerating, I am not bragging, I'm just 23 right now. But few years down the line, I believed that I am much more than my looks and I can be much more than my looks. And I hold so much pride in my acceptance that only because of that, today I am whatever I am. So today, with all my heart, all I want to say is, guys, accept yourself. Your flaws, your insecurities, everything. Accept it, own it, embrace it.
Josh Talks is now a Spotify exclusive podcast. The audio version of our talks will be available only on Spotify. If you like this video and you like to listen to more inspiring stories like this, please follow the Josh Talks podcast only on Spotify.
Tell us what you think about this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.